The moment you start chasing something that is moving away from you, you define your position not as equal but as lower, because pursuit always implies imbalance, and imbalance is where control begins. Most people confuse interest with pursuit. They think chasing shows value, effort, commitment, but in social dynamics, chasing does something different. It signals that your attention is dependent on external response, and anything dependent loses authority. Section 1. The Psychology of Pursuit. When something moves away from you, your instinct is to follow. But in human behavior, movement away often signals boundary setting, disinterest, or value testing. And when you chase it, you reinforce the idea that it is above your priority, not because it is superior, but because you responded to its distance. Section 2. Why chasing lowers value. Value is not just what you are, it is what your behavior communicates. When you chase, you increase effort unreciprocated. You adjust behavior to regain attention. You prioritize someone else's movement over your own stability. And all of this communicates one thing. I need this more than it needs me. And need always lowers perceived value. Section 3. The Power of Stillness. When something moves away, and you do not follow, you shift the dynamic completely. Now the focus is no longer pursuit, it becomes observation. And observation creates clarity, because distance reveals intention. If something returns without being chased, it is voluntary. If it does not, it was never aligned. Section 4. Reverse attractor effect. In social dynamics, lack of pursuit creates recalibration. People begin to reassess your value because they expected reaction but received none, and this disrupts their internal model of control. Now attention shifts. Instead of you chasing them, they begin to notice your absence of pursuit, and absence creates uncertainty, and uncertainty creates attention. Section 5. Control to non-reaction. Control is not movement. Control is restraint. When you do not chase, You are not rejecting connection. You are rejecting imbalance, and that dysfunction is critical because balanced interactions require mutual movement, not one-sided pursuit. Conclusion: never chase what moves away from you, not out of ego, but out of structure, because what it aligned does not require pursuit, and what requires chasing defines the dynamic before it even begins. So, stay still, observe, and let movement decide itself. Call to action. Subscribe, not to chase understanding, but to recognize when it's already present. Join our community of shadow monarchs. Here, we reveal the dark side of human mind and social dynamics. Follow for more.